Peach Fuzz. Peach Fuzz. This is a video about peach fuzz. I've had guys say, okay, Nick, I can appreciate your theories about hair loss. I see what you're saying about how if you can grow a full beard by the time you're 18, because the stubble you see here on my face at age 36 was the same stubble I had at age 16, 20 years ago for me, right? And some of you can't even have this stubble if you didn't shave after a day. I think it's been like a day and a half since I shaved. Okay, some of you couldn't even have this. And some of you have reached out to me and said, Nick, I've got peach fuzz and I'm 19 or 20. Does that count? No. And that's a good thing for you, according to my hair loss theories. Peach fuzz doesn't count. I'm talking like this kind of thick, like going back to my Jewish and Middle Eastern and Greek roots, this thick hair that like, ow. Yeah, that's what kind of stubble I have, and that's what kind of beard I have. I have to grow it out like a month before it's decently soft, decently touchable. I've always had coarse, thick hair. Peach fuzz is not something I've had since I was in I was like 13 or 14. That was peach fuzz. So if you're 19 or 20 and you're calling that a full beard, no, that's not. Don't worry is what I'm trying to say. If you're trying to say, oh, but Nick, I had a full beard of peach fuzz, by the time I was 18. Nah. See, that's not what I'm talking about. That's not a sign that you're gonna go balder sooner. That doesn't count. I'm talking a beard, like this was the kind of beard I had in high school at age 17, my senior play. They cast me to be the wolf because they knew I could grow a full beard. They wanted me to be this hairy guy. So at age 17, unlike most of my classmates, not only could I grow a beard, but a full thick one. Peach fuzz is not a beard. So again, that's good for you. If you only have peach fuzz, if you don't have a beard that anyone would envy, then that means you're not the guy that's most likely to lose your hair sooner, according to my theories, which are based on my perception. I'm not a professional of any kind. So think about that. I mean, that's a good thing, and of course, don't look at just one of my theories and determine, oh, I will or will not go bald based on that. Because and a lot of you are doing this. You're emailing me saying, hey, Nick, I'm gonna go bald. And then I look at a hairline and then I assess from it, but there's no picture of yourself at 1. You don't understand how important that is. I need to see your hairline at age 1 before I can make a fair assessment. I'm judging your hair on 10 different criteria. I'm not basing it on how your hair looks now, So the same thing with peach fuzz. It is a good sign if that's all you've got for a beard. That would help promote the theory that you won't go bald soon. But what about all the other stuff, What about your hairline when you were age 1? Is your hair thin now? You may have a perfect hairline and it may have been that way when you were age 1 and you may grow no beard. But if you're Asian, for example, you may have a higher chance of having diffuse thinning instead by the time you're 25. So there's lots of things to consider. My theories on hair loss are just to help guide you. They're not a foolproof way, but they're the best thing we've got right now. And I think the best thing we really ever will have as far as predicting hair loss. And then once you predict it and try to figure out where am I on this, then ultimately you get a better sense of, okay, now how do I deal with it? And then you could have the ironic situation of me always thinking you'd be bald by the time you were 35, and then on your 35th birthday, you look up and like, oh, I still have hair? How'd that happen? So actually, that's another video that I need to make right now. Right now.